Hi everyone, welcome back for another tarot/oracle unboxing. This one's an oracle deck that I just got, and as always we're going to do an unboxing and look through all the cards, and then we'll skip forward sometime. We'll do some time traveling and get back to you with my thoughts on the deck after using them for a few weeks. So this oracle deck today that I picked up is Oracle of the Hidden Worlds by Lucy Cavendish. If you've looked up witchcraft books, you've probably stumbled across the name Lucy Cavendish. I know I definitely have. I know I don't own any books by her yet, but I've definitely put some on my list. So I'm excited to take a look at this deck. I do know someone who has this deck. After I bought it, they were like, "Oh, I love this deck. You're gonna love it." So I'm excited. So let's go take a look, I suppose. Shall we? So today's deck is Oracle of the Hidden Worlds by Lucy Cavendish and artwork by Gilbert Williams. And the artwork is really what makes this deck, as it does for, a lot of decks. So let's look at the back. Enchantment and Wonder. Oh, wait. Look at these cards already. I can't wait to look at them. Beyond this world, just out of sight, lie wondrous realms you may have glimpsed, imagined, remembered, or visited in dreams. These other worlds exist behind the veils to protect and preserve their knowledge and energies. They are slowly revealing themselves, allowing themselves to be experienced and discovered, remembered, and restored. Enter the visionary artwork of Gilbert Williams and embark on a marvelous journey into secret spaces and magical places with best-selling author Lucy Cavendish as your personal guide. Discover light temples, liminal pathways, Lemurian relics, Camelot's mysteries, and more. Oh, you got me there. I love Arthuriana. These worlds may be hidden, but their magic, glory, and wisdom are within your reach. Okay, I'm really excited. So the box is a little oversized compared to like my Moonology deck, which is much more like a standard size. But that's because there's a book inside that's bigger than the cards, I believe. Here we go. We've got a sheet of paper and then the guidebook. So the guidebook is bigger than the actual cards. So we've got this guidebook with all the cards in it, which we'll look at it in a bit. And the cards themselves have this, it's such a simple but beautiful back. I love it. Now I know a lot of the cards are horizontal. I don't know if all of them are. I guess we'll see. Maybe they all are. So let's take a look. We got the Healing Temple. Restoration, cure, safety. Just such a calm sense with this one. The Path of the Gods. Look at all the colors in this one. Oh, I love it. Decisions, meetings, and future plans. The Mother Awakens. Compassion, nurture, guidance. The Isle of Wonders. Revelation, teaching, and discovery. Really giving me Isle of Avalon vibes there. The Relics of Lemuria. Fragments, memory, reclaiming. The Light Priestess, Galactic Wisdom, and Cosmic Ritual. Love it. Oh, here's a vertical one. The Tree of Illumination, Truth, Revelations, and Understanding. I know, so we've had mostly horizontal, which I really like, but like this card would not be done justice if it was horizontal. So changing this one specifically to vertical was a good call, in my opinion. The Liminal Dance. Delicacy, fragility, transience. The Angel Gate, another vertical card. Cleansing, protection, and blessing. Aurora Garden. Oh, I love it. I love it. Beginning, initiate, and origin. Skyfire. Messages, channels, information. This is such a beautiful card. All the artwork is so beautiful. I feel like I'm like maybe going through them too fast, but you know. The Secret of Camelot. The Authority of Spirit. Okay, so little slowing us down here with the story. Not even a story, but since I was like 3 years old, I have been obsessed with Arthuriana and Camelot and the priestesses and the magic and everything. I have always been really in love with Arthuriana, and even studied it in college because it's kind of the person I am. And I love it. I love this card. I love it. I'm gonna study. I'm gonna spend so much time looking at this card, I know. Dawn Watcher. Caretaker, guardian, support. I really love that most of these cards have these calm purple vibes. I mean, like, look at the back. Like, it's the vibe of the card, but I love it. The Crystal Path. Mineral spirits, crystal beings. The Dolphin Caller. Pure, joyful friendships, loving help. I love how this looks. The Leap. Ecstasy, bliss, belief. Definitely like the Fool vibes, you know? I love it. Ooh, another vertical card. Fairy Energy. We got growth, expansion, and flowering. Just got that other, the Oracle of the Fairies deck the other day that I recorded a video for. And, this would fit in, fairly well. Not the same style, but, you know, the vibe. The Green Man. Of course we have to have the Green Man. Rising, energy surge, and fertility. The Healing Temple of the Lunar Light. Life cycles, energy healing, communication. Healing the Earth. Love, humility, and respect. I love this card. Just the goddess, just like washing her hand over the earth, trying to heal it. And look at that gorgeous background. Love it. Homeward Traveler. Completion, reunion, and return. I think that's interesting. That's really interesting card, because normally, like, in Oracle decks, we see like setting out on a journey. We see that a lot. We see it a lot in tarot too. Just setting out on a journey, being on your path. We never really, well, at least I don't often see the homeward bound traveler, the return. That's not like always a bad thing to go back to where you started, you know? So I like this. Also, it's just beautiful. I wanna live there. Insight. Is that Gandalf? Just kidding. Magical tools, writing, star crafting. I love it. Kindred Spirits. Oh, I'm so glad there's a Kindred Spirits card. Spirit companions, guides, and comfort. I'm a big Anne of Green Gables fan, and have been since I was a kid. And so like Kindred Spirits is really important to me. Light Dancer. Ooh, so pretty. Illumination, the Radiant Self, and Shining Soul. I love it. Open like the lotus. Flowering spirit, revelation, and maturity. I feel like the name of this card. Like, it could have just been the Lotus or something. I feel like the name of the card is throwing me off a little because it's like too direct, you know? But it's still beautiful. The meditation. Peace, relief, sanctuary. If I had somewhere like this to meditate, I feel like I would like meditating just a little. I like meditating, but I feel like I would be more inclined to be consistent with it, you know? Can I have this? Full Moon Temple, aka Sailor Moon Temple? The Crystal Palace in Sailor Moon? Is that what this is? Celebration, peak, transcendent moment. Oh, it's so beautiful. Mountain Goddess. High vibration, mindfulness, power of the mind. Just towering over that mountain. Just blowing some snow on it. Sprinkling it with snow. Mountain lights. Light beings, portals, subtle energies. Sacred journey. Introversion, seeker, self-knowledge. Like the one shooting star. Oracle. Sacred living, spirit speaking, intervention. Just the simplicity of this card. I love it. And the sky is just gorgeous behind it. Resurrection. Comeback, rebirth, renewal. I just want to appreciate this one. Look at it. It's gorgeous. The Gathering. Community, kinship, companionship. I just love how this one's put together. The Spirit of Spring. Freedom, action, power. It's like a tree dryad. So nice. The Pathway. Direction, purpose, change. Temple of Dreams. Sacred dreams, prophecies, dream journeys. Ooh, this could be interesting for a reading. The Mirror. Other lives, past lives, dimensional lives. Interesting. The Hidden Worlds. Changing consciousness, awareness, extrasensory perception. The Gift. Present, honoring, and offering. The Secret. The unknown, mysteries, wonders. The Seer. Future prospects, decisions to make, seeking guidance. I love her dress. Tree of Souls. Oh my god, look at this one. This is beautiful. I love it. Collective wisdom, kinship group, library. Ooh, library. Really? Water spirit. Emotions, memory, life force. I like how the water spirit's face looks like. It's just a little out of focus, like it would be underwater. But returning home. Oh, we have another returning home. Transition, life between lifetimes, loving welcome. So we had the homeward bound and now returning home. So there's a couple repeating themes with that one, which you don't see. You don't see that like often a lot. So these were the cards for it. Oh, I'm so excited. So let's take a look at the book, because even though these have like a few keywords on them, they're not as obvious as like Oracle of the Fairies has a few sentences underneath the cards, or the Moonology has like a sentence to guide you. These are not completely clear on the cards themselves until you become familiar with them. So let's look at a few. Let's look at the Isle of Wonder. Yeah. So the Isle of Wonders, revelation, teaching, discovery. Some places are so precious that they must be completely protected, such as this place, the Isle of Wonders. Shrouded by the mists of the waterfalls, guarded by the turbulence of the waters, it can only be reached through becoming light and flying there. What does this mean for you? That in order to learn what your soul craves to understand, you must become light enough to travel over the waters and into the Isle of Wonders itself. Interesting. When this card comes to you, know you are being guided to become light, so your soul can travel to this place and explore the marvels of this place. It is a place of peace and of great teaching and discovery of soulful intellect and spirited intelligence. There lies such a place deep within you, and you can discover this place within. For while the Isle of Wonders continues to exist, so too does the wonder within you. It may be time to rise above and free yourself from what has held you back, and this can take place in subtle, potent ways. It is not a literal escape, although adventure can always assist us. This is more a freeing of yourself from all that is around you, which convinces you that you can no longer learn, that it is dangerous to discover, that believing in marvels is the domain of fantasy. It is not, for this place exists to generate the belief in the marvelous, the desire to learn, and the repeated and peaceful liberation of the enchained soul. Fly now, friend, and let yourself visit this most marvelous place and learn of all that is pure and true again. Illumination. I have the freedom to learn and to discover. My soul thrives on adventure. So, I really like that. I'm really looking forward to reading about all these cards and getting to know this deck. I am really, really excited for this. I also have to say, like, initial impression of the cards themselves, of the card stock. I like that they're the matte finish. I don't really like the cards that are like the shiny, like plasticky, cards. These are much more the matte finish, like the Moonology cards, like my last unicorn cards that I have. I love them. They're sturdy. They're not super thick. They're easily bendable. So they're gonna probably shuffle really well, which is what I'm going to go do now. Hey everyone, it's me from the future. Well, not the past anymore, I guess. I'm back to talk about my impressions of this deck after working for a bit, or at least trying to work with it. So, let's get into it, I guess. So, first off, working with the deck. Like, literally working with the deck. It still bothers me that it's in such a big box, and, like, it moves around. And because it's in such a big box, that I feel like I need to keep this stupid little band on, this little plastic band, to keep it all like neat and orderly in the box. Some people might be fine with that if it's just like sliding around, whatever. I want it to be neat and orderly. So every time I use this deck, I have to take the band off and put it back on afterwards. And it's just like one extra step that, like, I don't love it. So I do like that it comes with this book. I just wish the book was a tiny bit smaller so that it could fit in the same size as the deck, so the box wouldn't be so big. The other thing about shuffling and the cards, these are big cards. So my efflorescent deck, everyone already complains about the size of the efflorescent deck. It's my biggest deck, my biggest tarot deck, and then my other oracle decks are the same size as the efflorescent deck. These are so much bigger. And I don't have small hands. I have fairly large hands. I have trouble shuffling this deck, especially since the cards, they're nice thickness, and I like the sturdier cards, but with the size of the deck, they are just really hard for me to shuffle. I manage it, but it's not easy. So that's my impression of working physically with the deck. Let's talk about working with it metaphysically. Felix is back. Hi. Hello. I want to love this deck. It's beautiful. The cards are beautiful. Look at them. They're beautiful. I love them. Of course, they have Camelot on them. I don't love working with them. Part of the reason the second part of this is so late, it's almost 2 months after I filmed the unboxing and the first look at them. Part of the reason that this is so late is I have been struggling to work with these cards. I still to this day don't really have an idea of how to work with them. Nothing, any way I work with them resonates with me. It's been a struggle, and it's gotten to the point where I don't even want to try. I don't pick them up. I go for my other oracle decks. So it's very disappointing. Other people might have better success with them. I want to work with them because they're beautiful. But I cannot get them to work. I don't understand how to get them to work. They're not working with me. I'm not feeling it. And it's a little bit of a disappointment. With that, coupled with how hard the deck is to shuffle, that it doesn't fit in the box, all of that just makes it a deck that I don't know if I'm ever going to reach for, because I just don't understand this deck. It doesn't click with me. And I know some decks don't click with people, and it might be something that clicks with you. So, of course, this review is biased, as any tarot or oracle deck review will be, my personal opinions of working with it. But yeah, if you get it to work with you, leave a comment down below telling me how you use it, because nothing that I ever pull from this resonates. Nothing really makes sense to me. So let me know how you use it, if you use it. Let Felix know. Unfortunately, I'm going to put this on the shelf, and it's probably going to sit on the shelf for a really, really long time. But that's how it goes sometimes, unfortunately. If you do want to get this deck and try it out, I've got an affiliate link down below in the description. I also have links to my socials and my Patreon. Patrons get early access to videos before they are made public to the general release, and it supports this channel and everything I do here. I appreciate you watching, and I will be back with another video next week. And I do have some deck videos coming up that thankfully go a lot better than this one, so keep an eye out for those. I'm currently working with them, trying to get a feel for them, and it's going a lot better. So keep an eye out for those, and I will catch you next time. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.